All right, I think we should be good.
Ooh, it says you're in the
Okay.
show. Everyone can
I'm
see and hear you.
well, that's good that it told you that.
I know.
Very excellent information. So welcome you guys. Welcome to Oklahoma Office Hours. This is where you can spend a little bit of time here in Oklahoma before you ever move here. So I'm Marcy. I am a realtor here in Oklahoma and a lifelong local. I have never lived in another state. And each week we have honest conversations about what it's like to actually live here. And a lot of times it's just me. But this week we have Stacy on as well. So we're talking about things like neighborhoods, the home buying process, tornadoes. Today, mostly the market, hidden downsides, things that people wish they knew before they moved. I think you'll find a few of those in today's show. And today we've got Stacy, and she is a realtor in Ardmore. And we have some very interesting numbers
We
to
do. It's
go over with you. Yeah.
2026 has been an interesting year.
2026. And these aren't all 2026 numbers. Like a year in real estate is nothing.
Yeah.
Right? It's nothing. But here are the numbers there's 6 of them. 30%, 52, 18.7%, 0.79%, 163,000, and 206. So we just have to dive into what these numbers mean for everybody.
Okay. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Yes. So our first number, because I just want to jump right in because I know it's going to take us the entirety to get through this. 30%. Oklahoma City price gap versus the national median price. So basically saying that the Oklahoma City, which, I said Stacey's in Ardmore. Will you describe where Ardmore is for us?
So,
you're not.
Yes, Ardmore is just north of the Oklahoma-Texas border, and we are in what I would consider a rural community. So I deal heavily in more rural areas. The population of Ardmore is only hanging at about 29,000 people. And I am not dealing with a metro market. However, we are equidistant between Dallas-Fort Worth Metro and Oklahoma City Metro. So it's only an hour, 20 minutes to get to either of those metros on the I-35 corridor. So, but I do specialize mostly in just serving people that are looking for rural properties, homes with a little bit of land, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, not necessarily, this sounds terrible, but not necessarily professionals, but usually more retirees and people that don't have to be in a metro area to make, you know, a career or something. So,
right. Yeah. And I mostly I don't really love to leave the metro. I have and do, but my newest one is out east of the metro, way east of the metro.
Where are you at?
Earlsboro.
I've heard of Earlsboro.
Mm-hmm.
What's it close
east
to?
Of Shawnee.
Oh, okay.
It's on the other side. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it doesn't sound far, but it's an hour.
Yeah, and it's still what I would call rural for sure. So.
Oh yeah, it's rural.
Yeah. You'd be surprised coming to Oklahoma how rural you can get with.
You can get very
small
rural
of a distance. Yes.
So I've put up on the screen here, but if you're just listening, because of course I do upload these as podcasts as well. So if you don't get a chance to watch, because I would never be able to sit down and watch a whole show like this, but I can definitely listen when I'm driving in the car.
Yes.
So you can find the link for the actual podcast in the description. And I'd love to have you listen there. That would be really fun. Stacey's on a lot because we are good buds.
Yes. We offset each other pretty well.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of from more of a metro background. Marcy is from the country background, and then we both role swapped. Yes. So now I'm a country girl, and Marcy is a metro girl. So it's been yes, indeed. If I ever have anybody that I need to help. They're wanting to move up to the OKC area. It's Marcy. Marcy's my girl. So
yeah, and same goes for the other way around. I will gladly hand you all the wonderful folks looking at lake property. Oh man. Okay, cool. So a lot of people, I mean, I guess they know that Oklahoma is cheap. I feel like that's
Mhm.
a thought process that gets, people say like, "Oh, it's so cheap to live in Oklahoma." Like, is it cheap?
So, interesting fact today, I
Okay.
literally had a buyer come in from out of state. She's here from California and she's
Mhm.
looking to buy cash here
Mhm.
and not have to sell in California. She does have enough equity that she can do that.
Okay.
So, in some regards, Oklahoma is absolutely cheap enough to be able to do things, but I think it always goes back to where you're coming from. So I know some
Right.
markets don't have that kind of push. California has been very unique, as probably everybody knows. California,
Yeah.
Hawaii, I mean, those are some really unique markets. But yeah, it's still
Yeah.
happening. It's been interesting.
Yeah. And like today I was talking to someone who was from out in Western Oklahoma. Like that's where I guess she grew up there and then moved here to the metro, to like rural metro, like Newcastle is rural
Mm-hmm.
metro.
Yeah.
And she was like, I just can't believe these prices. Like they're so high on these houses. And I was like, yeah,
Really?
yeah,
It's all about perspective. I
it's
don't know.
all about perspective.
That is
Like,
crazy. I have not heard anybody say that before.
yeah,
Interesting.
she was
Now,
like, these are really high. And
oh,
I've heard it
okay.
especially from Okies. But man,
Oh,
when I like,
oh, yes,
yeah,
absolutely. Like lifers. Absolutely.
lifers,
Yes,
yes.
yes. Because I listed a little house out in Roth, Oklahoma, which that is definitely getting rural.
Yeah, I don't know where
I
that
want,
is.
yeah, I want to say the population's less than 2,000 people. And somebody
Oh,
saw
no.
it, a local, an Okie, a true hardcore Okie, like
Right.
I'll chase a tornado Okie. He thought I was
Mhm.
insane for asking the price, and then we ended up going over asking. So I don't know. Yeah, but you are 1,000% correct on that. That the locals, people that are local to the market and have seen how much the market has increased, possibly if they haven't been buying homes, they think it's ridiculous. They think the prices are ridiculous.
Yeah,
But
they think
yeah,
it's ridiculous.
when I first moved here, though, and like, well, I think it was my first jaunt here in 2014. I want to say the price per acre where we weren't even really looking, but I was shocked that you could buy land for like less than $1,000 an acre, which is not
Wow.
possible
Yeah.
today.
No,
Not
not at all.
possible. Things
Yeah,
have
you
changed
can
dramatically in the last 10 years.
dramatically. Stacey, whenever I talk, do you hear any static on my end?
No, you're good.
Okay, I'm hearing static from you.
Oh, sorry, guys. Do you want me to
It's
pull the
okay.
plugs?
Yeah, pull them out and put them back in, and maybe that'll fix our problem.
Okay, hold please.
Hello?
I heard a chime.
Yeah, it's still making the
Static.
noise. Maybe just pull them out
Okay, we're
and
going
see if we
cold.
can. We're going.
Here we go. Is
Oh
that
my
better?
gosh, it's still doing it. I don't know if the people in the audience hear it or not, or if it's maybe just me.
Because
So,
you're fine. I don't have any interference on your side.
okay. So hopefully it's just me. Let me see
Sorry.
here.
Okay.
Audio, speaker, studio. Okay. Let's try that. Stacy, talk.
Hi.
Okay. That fixed it. So it must be my end, so I'm just going to deal with it
Do you want me to plug back
in
in?
my ears, and the rest of you will be just fine. Sorry for that little. I just hate whenever
It's very
the
distracting.
yeah, it's distracting. So hopefully it's just on my end. I think it is, but someone should speak up who's watching if they can also hear it. Sorry, I get today I was like talking to a realtor on the phone and I was like, and this and this and that. And she's like, how do you? I was like, I'm a little aggressive. Okay. Like
No, assertive. There's a difference.
assertive, precisely.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So there's in the research that we did to prepare for this, the exact price and percentage was variable by source on like how much different it is to buy a house here in the Oklahoma City metro, or like if we're talking about Oklahoma as a whole, it is drastic how much cheaper it can be. If you do want to live in the metro, Like, I mean, it's more pricey for sure.
Not as
Like,
I was really surprised there wasn't more of a swing though, to be honest.
yeah.
There used to be, but when I pulled my numbers for Ardmore, Carter County, uh, it wasn't as dramatic as I was expecting.
So
So
what were you expecting?
I don't know, because your price, what were your prices? We'll start there.
So my prices tend to be from 280,000 to 290,000 in Norman, which is going to
Okay.
be higher than
Yes.
the metro itself.
Yeah. Okay. Which well, that's definitely a little more dramatic. But for the Carter County area, and I did the same thing because I've really not dove in too hard in like researching different resources. And just strictly from the MLS, which is strictly realtor sales, sales that are realtor to realtor in a sense,
Right.
even if it's somewhat off market. We were hanging at 237, which is definitely higher than where we used
No,
to.
that's a lot higher than I anticipated
Yeah,
you were going to
yeah.
say.
And then going to another resource, which is called, it's also another realtor resource, but it encompasses more off market sales. It dropped to 215. And I've never really done a true comparison between the two systems before to really see.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. It was so, yeah.
Yeah, I see that 230 mark usually in the Tulsa market.
Okay. Okay.
Tulsa tends to be cheaper than
Yes. Well,
Oklahoma City.
Sorry, the Tulsa people are going to be like, Rah!
I don't think so. I think they're fine. We did have a question come in. Thank you so much. So it says, other than Zillow, where can we find homes for sale?
Many places.
Yeah. I mean, like our systems, we see what realtors post in our particular database, which for Oklahoma, they are still all posting in our database, which is called the multiple listing service. And we have several for Oklahoma, and me and Stacy, I have access to 2. You have access to 3?
For what do you mean?
MLSs.
I have 2. I have 2 also.
2.
Yeah.
Okay.
But my 2, well, we have access to the same 2. We just reciprocate. So I have Oklahoma City and Tulsa, and you have your primaries, Oklahoma City. My primary is Tulsa, strangely, but it services literally half the state. So
I know.
They've been working really hard to take things over, but but when you do put in listings into the MLS, they are broadcast out. They're syndicated to numerous websites.
For now, because there are fights about this.
Lord,
don't get us started. We're so pissed.
Yes.
It's really stupid because it like the entire thing hurts the consumer.
Yeah. Yeah. So it kind of just goes back to what you're comfortable with using.
Yeah.
But there's other places like realtor.com, homes.com. I have my own branded website that gets all of the listings. Marcy does too. So it really just kind of goes back with what you're comfortable with. But, yeah. But Zillow, I know Zillow
is easy to navigate. I will use Zillow if I'm out on the road. But
I reluctantly will admit
but that. I don't pay them.
I
refuse. Yes. Don't hit that you want to schedule a showing on Zillow. No, like, please, the stupidest thing. Like, do not do that. Maybe you'll find a good realtor that way. I doubt it. I mean, maybe you'll find someone to help you in a way that we would help you.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't suggest it. And that has not been my experience working with other people.
Yeah.
So just
and the
FYI.
crazy thing too about Zillow is it'll get broadcast. It's not that you're just connecting with one particular person, which is
no.
That's why Marcy and I have the Zillow scorn.
It's a fight.
So it's
to the death.
Yes. Yes. It's like battle bots, just so like you can end up with, if you click on that, you can end up with multiple people saying, "Hey, I saw that you were interested."
And if you call us from YouTube, we just text us like normal human beings.
Yeah.
It's fun. Okay. All right. So Phil says he doesn't hear any static. Perfect.
Yay.
I was worried because I did an entire show once. It was an hour and 15 minutes and it sounded horrible and I was so mad.
I recorded a long form video one time and no sound. I didn't test it. I was so mad. It was like 45 minutes of video footage and my
Oh,
throat was raw at the end because I was just going for it. And
did you cry?
I wanted to. I wanted to. And I
I'm
spent
about to
more
cry
time. I
for
should have just
you.
stopped and re-recorded the whole thing and then but I was just trying to resolve it, which made me even more angry. But anyway, yeah. So thanks, Phil. Appreciate that.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
okay. Our next number is 52. So that is 52 days. 52 days on market is a very broad number.
Yes. I was really going to talk about this too. Yes. Yes.
So 52 days on market honestly feels like an eternity for me in my market. How does it feel for you, Stacy?
I'm fine with it. It's my sellers that get a little schizophrenic with the whole thing. So there's that. But this is extremely dependent on price point and what you have to sell.
Correct.
And I cannot emphasize that enough. So when we talk about days on market, it's literally just it is just strictly a benchmark.
It is a
52
benchmark.
days on market really it's not quite real. And I don't know how else to frame that. It's really not quite real. So interesting factoid, I am looking to list a nice parcel of land, but where the land is, it's just raw land, no structure on it. We are literally over 200 days on market. So average.
Yeah, for land, that makes sense.
It really so when you hear these things, just put it into perspective. And then I also, depending on price point of home, those are going to be moving faster or slower too. It's interesting how the demand for different price points has changed over time, in my opinion. But
yes,
in my area, I should say.
Yeah, I have two houses I have one house at 350, one house at 360. They're just sitting there.
Harder, yeah.
They're nice. Like,
yep.
I have one at
Almost like
200.
300, and we see that in Ardmore too. When you hit that $300,000 benchmark, it's almost a kiss of death.
Yeah, it's a kiss of death.
It gets a lot harder, and
it does.
We're sitting at 180 days at a little bit. I've got one that's in the 500,000 price point, and it's the average days on market at that price point is over 180 days.
Right.
So, like I said, it really changes dramatically.
It does.
But you can see from it just an overall trend if things are, improving or going down or market softening or those kinds of things. But it's don't listen to those days on market and think that that's going to be you, because it's very specific.
It is very specific. And we in the metro, we're seeing like very different markets in different spots. So like Norman, depending on the neighborhood, it can be
just Norman.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And a lot of the thing is new builds. So we have the new build situation. And then I have, there's an area.
Incentives or what's driving it?
It's incentives. I think it's people are overwhelmed by choice a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, and I think it's just at that kind of price range where it's almost a move up house or a move down house. And there's just like a lot of different factors.
Interesting.
So
we don't have new construction in my
right. I know. Well, we do, and it sucks sometimes.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
yeah. And then I have a house out in Del City, which is historically a much less expensive. This house is barely over $100 a square foot. Like, extremely inexpensive house. And the average days on market in Del City is at like, what was it? Like 25? Super low. And of course the data is going to be skewed because it's not a very big town. And
now, do they serve Tinker Air Force Base?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I have, and so that one's like in an extreme almost like it's in a seller's market and it's a pretty strong seller's market. Sort of. It doesn't feel like that all the time, but like that's what it is. And then I have one in Oklahoma City in like a more historic neighborhood, and it is a buyer's market.
Well, yeah. So before COVID, I always hate like using that as the line, but that's the line.
It's the line.
Yeah, but Ardmore, if you can believe it, our days on market in Ardmore before COVID used to hang at 100. Our balanced market was 180 days.
Yeah.
That was a balanced market. We're not in a seller's market. We're not in a buyer's market. It's a balanced market.
Yeah.
And we aren't close to 180 days overall, but at the same time, we are currently in a balanced market, and it's really leaning towards a buyer's market. So I think that's been one of the fascinating studies for me with the numbers, is just understanding that things have really evolved a lot since COVID, and what used to be the normal things are there. It's not true anymore. It's very odd. So I don't know. We're just rewriting the books on it all.
We love doing that. That makes me so happy.
Breaking trends, baby.
Breaking trends.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
But
okay.
So yours was at 52 days. My two systems, again, looking at MLS and the RPR system, I was looking at 46 and 30 days on market, which was shocking to me. But that was really the overall market as a whole.
Right.
Which seems way lower than what
it feels like.
Yeah.
I have been really careful about looking at very specific areas. Like, I'm not really interested in like an entire town.
Yeah. And I've been getting, so like I said, Ardmore is not very big, and I used to be able to do the broader sweep. We do have 2 school districts here. So I used to be able to identify just kind of with, depending on what school district and the year built or stuff like that. But I'm doing the same thing. I'm niching down more into, the neighborhoods, and really just trying to be a little more centralized with what my market data is that I'm looking at, which is a little different too for me. But
I mean, I feel very comforted by it in a lot of ways, and I feel like I can break down like the attitude of the markets a lot easier.
Yeah.
When I go in that direction. I mean, and it makes, in Oklahoma City, it's like, duh, you can't compare anything to anything. No. But
you have towns and towns and towns there.
There's so many towns within the town, and then different names of towns, whatever. It's freaking giant. I did a video this past week. Yeah, I already edited it. And it was 73150, which is, that's what I pretty much had to name it that. So it's a zip code, but it's Oklahoma.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
It's Oklahoma City, and it's south of Tinker.
Okay.
In the freaking rural nothingness. And it's an Oklahoma City zip code.
Interesting. Yeah.
And it's typically Carl Albert.
It's not like Oklahoma City. It could have sprawled in a ball, but it didn't. It's It really, I don't know. It's
like a spider.
Yeah, it's got a very weird footprint.
Yeah, so I can't just say like Oklahoma City. Like, no, that's not a thing. That doesn't make sense to me. Even Norman it's huge.
Yeah.
So,
and as you said, I mean, it literally has its own economic drivers there too.
Yes.
So your price points are very different.
Like the University of Oklahoma hired 150 new faculty this year.
Holy
150.
Cow.
And that, I worked with a bunch of them, and I was like, "They're great. This is a lot of people. Like, it's great. It's good for you guys." Yeah.
Interesting.
So we definitely feel it. We feel the movement around that. So.
Yeah, that's. Okay.
I know.
Okay.
Okay. The investor purchase rate was the next number that I have. This one. You guys don't fall asleep on me. I promise it's important. So the investor and purchase rate in Oklahoma, these are 2024 numbers, probably very similar in the last 2 years, of course, or in this year and the previous year. But we're looking at 18.7% statewide, meaning that investors did 18.7% of the purchases in Oklahoma, which is a lot.
Yeah.
We're number two in the country after Missouri.
And I think this is a very interesting tell. I know this is like boring data because it doesn't really impact most people unless you are an investor. But what it tells me is that Oklahoma is getting discovered, and it's getting discovered, and it's pushing our prices more than it has traditionally.
Yes.
So, and I've even seen it just this year. So I kind of use my own investors as a little bit of a gauge on how, like,
Sure.
when my investors come back to the market and they're wanting to buy, I know the things are getting stronger because if they're willing to reinvest the money, then there's money out there to invest, which seems, I mean, it seems like I'm stating the obvious, but but I have noticed, especially as the year goes on this year, that the investor interest is getting stronger and stronger.
Yep.
So even in my area, so which is unusual. So
yeah, and I feel like they're not having to compete. They're
right.
and to be honest, I bought an
So if they're out there, they're looking for deals.
I bought an investment property in June. Yeah.
You didn't tell me that.
I just got it rented to a lovely little couple. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's awesome. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, and I got it rented, and I think I rented it a little bit under market, which doesn't bother me. Making money.
Long-term game.
It's about the long-term game, and I'm really not interested in taking. It's an 1,100 square foot house that rented for $1,400 a month. That is freaking crazy. What on earth?
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
No, it's awesome. I'm like, man, that's a lot of money. So for rent for someone, like, what?
Yeah.
So
I know. I just I'm talking to a first-time home buyer today, actually, and she was saying that she's paying $1,800 a month in rent in Ardmore, and I was just like, what? That's whatever. Buy a house. That's what we're doing.
It just makes me feel so old. The last apartment I rented was for $600.
Mine too. I rented a whole house for $600 a month. Yeah. My very first rental was $200 a month. Yeah, tell me about it. It makes me feel old too. I try not to, but yeah.
Yeah, when I got out of college, there were 5 of us girls living in one house, and I paid $200 a month. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm getting older.
But I mean, things are more expensive. That is clear.
Yes.
Very clear. Very clear.
Dang. Yeah.
So there's not going to be an exact number on these like how many investors there are. Like
it's a tough thing to track.
It's a tough thing to track. And I think one thing I'm noticing from it, and I'm like, is your dog eating something inappropriate? My cat left. I think she's very angry that I'm talking to you and not her.
I saw him in the back. Sorry, I saw her in the background on yours, messing with the plant. But I don't know.
Oh yeah, she loves to eat that plant. It's like crack for them.
Yes.
So yeah, I think one thing that this shows us, and it shows me, is like, whenever I put my rental up 2 weeks ago, I advertised it as locally owned and managed. Because what I'm seeing, because what I'm seeing is like, and I tell people, like, if you don't see the whites of the manager's eyes, don't do it.
Yeah.
Because it is a pain.
Yeah.
And they won't fix things.
Yeah. I will say, at least in our area, we've been very lucky that we haven't had a lot of outside investors.
Yeah. We have so many here.
Most are locals, but I'm not going to say that they're always great, though, either. So.
Right. But at least you know where they live.
You can find out. True.
I think it's important. It's important.
Yeah.
So there's some of these numbers didn't agree. Some said that like there were there's a growing number of Oklahoma City investors, and some said some of these numbers like, no, the number's going down. I'm not really sure how they're measuring that.
Yeah.
But we definitely
the only thing
see,
that we can kind of gauge from is just owner occupied. Is it owner occupied? And I think that's just a voluntary statistic. It's not even.
I think so. Yeah.
Because
And then you have the number of vacant houses, which is a lot.
Yeah. Very good.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, there he is. There's my baby.
Oh.
Hi.
Look at his ears.
Yes.
Willa! She's like, I'm not coming out. This is the cat. And BB's over here like, ugh. Cats are not as friendly.
I'll lay down. I'll get a nice butt view.
Yeah. One thing that people comment a lot on, and I'm going to talk about marijuana. Let's talk about marijuana.
Okay.
So I've had people coming in a lot from out of state, from particular states that don't have legal access to marijuana. And they're like, there's a lot of dispensaries. And I think what people don't realize is that it was so easy to get a license to have a dispensary.
Yeah.
And they're like, but where does all of it come? Like, where is it all of it farmed? It's like, it's here in Oklahoma. And they took over these counties and drove up prices and put some weird things on the land. And we see some of those close in, like to the metro. You see some of those in Carter County.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually, I have a guy that was going to, he timed the market wrong, unfortunately, because we do have a moratorium on new permits now. So if you didn't get your operation up and running before they put the moratorium in, you were SOL. But he had already gone through on 20 acres. He put in what we call tunnels. I don't know. And it's the grow. It's 50. He put in 50 of them on this 20-acre parcel. And so it's literally just covered. And now the moratorium, I don't remember what year the moratorium went into place, but it's just vacant property. So then you get the vagrants that come in. I should call them vagrants because they're Oklahomans.
I love how you say vagrants.
And they came in and stripped it all, stripped all the wiring, stripped all the HVAC units, the humidifiers. They stripped it all.
Yeah.
And so now you just have this land that's just got a bunch of rubbish all over it. It's terrible. So yeah, I
think we see that in definitely in a lot of
weed operations here. So
yes, there's
a lot
super
of devaluing of our properties happens.
Yeah, I think it's its own form of bubble and its own form of investor.
Yes.
Some of them are in jail now.
It was. Did you ever sell one?
A weed property? No, I've never sold one, but I don't sell that much land like that.
When it was legal before the moratorium, it was just an interesting breed. It was an interesting breed of folk that came in.
I had some people call me about it, and sometimes I didn't call them back.
I'm glad that chapter's over.
Yeah,
your own. Y'all do you. I'm all for it. I don't. You do you on your time, whatever you want to do. But holy cow,
holy cow!
I'm glad in the real estate world that chapter is.
Yes. Thank goodness.
It definitely pushed up land prices big time.
Big time.
And we're still seeing that a lot. Because like I said before, when I first came here in 2015, you could find acreage for under $1,000, under $1,000 an acre. And there's I don't even know what hick town you could be at, and you are not finding that anymore.
Maybe out in Guyman, perhaps?
Maybe out in
Neither one of us are driving out there, so sorry about you.
Not. And I don't know. You're going to be special if you want to live out that far anyway. Woo. That is true.
You better rent for a little bit first and see if you like it.
Yeah. That's a lifestyle out there.
That is a lifestyle. That you are not close to anything.
And it is flat and it is dusty. And
it's called no man's land.
Barren. Yeah. Legitimately for a reason.
Legitimately.
Yeah.
Good stuff. So property taxes. This is something that, especially when I have people moving in from different states, it comes up, especially with retired people.
Yes, same.
Because I get why. I'm not like saying that it's wrong. But like, what are our rates? So the average rate that I pulled here in Oklahoma is 0.79%. Is that what you have on your rate, Stacy?
Absolutely not. I
what
was
is
shocked. I'm at we average 1.12.
in
But
your county though?
Yes. It's
Okay.
heavily dependent on school district, if you're in or out of city limits, how your property is zoned. So it's ours is very specific. I don't know. So when we start talking property rates, it's different. So, but
And
yeah.
I think it differs all the way across. Like my parents live in Rogers County, which is up near Tulsa, and there's a super low. Low.
Yeah.
And there's actually goes across school districts to like their property. And
I have seen some like getting more rural, like obviously the further away you get from any metros, you're gonna get you'll definitely get down. I don't know, to where more closer to where you're at. But I was shocked to hear that yours was as low as it was.
Well, so like in Cleveland County, we're not that low. Like that's a statewide average, the 0.79%.
Okay.
Yeah. In Cleveland County, we're at over 1% because this is like one of the most expensive counties to live in.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because we have to have a lot of roads. We have a lot of people. Norman is 128,000 people.
Yeah.
Like that makes sense to me.
Okay. I don't know why I didn't realize that was the overall.
I did overhaul Oklahoma property tax rate. I do see people will choose like Grady County here in the metro. It's kind of the metro. It's a little bit outside of it, over other counties because it has a cheaper tax rate. I raise my eyebrows at you.
A little same. I mean, I'd rather same.
Like is that something to really base your purchase on?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Like to me, I'd rather base my purchase on how my home is going to appreciate rather than how much in property taxes I'm going to be paying.
Quality of build.
Yes. And we're just being honest with you. Yeah. We have heard it all, you guys.
Yeah.
We have heard it all.
Interesting factoid about at least when you start to get rural, and Grady County I would consider is rural. I would be really surprised if they were much different than what we are. But unless you are literally in the city limits of Ardmore, pretty much throughout the entire southern swath of Oklahoma, the city of Ardmore is the only place that actually requires a certificate of occupancy for home ownership. So if you build a house, it's the only in the city limits of Ardmore is the only place that has an actual certificate of occupancy. So builders, I mean, you could have Jim Bob coming around and just doing whatever. You could have your next door neighbor come in and do your wiring, and it's all totally legit. There's not
totally legit
for these things. So it definitely when it comes down to these things, a lot of people really don't understand that if you're buying rural, and I'm not saying it's craft workmanship. No. I'm not saying that, but I am saying it doesn't necessarily go through a lot of the requirements than a lot of metro people would be used to. There's just less oversight. So yeah.
I've had people ask me interesting questions, like because even in Norman, like yes, we have to have a certificate of occupancy. Like if you're building a he's like, oh, we're having so much fun talking about real estate.
I'm just like, what the heck is going on back there?
He's like, mom.
Okay, lay down.
But like even here in Norman, people think like, oh, well, whenever they do the hot water tank, like, well, what about the permit? Like when they replace it, I'm like, there ain't a permit. And the thing is, like, you do technically have to have a permit. But no one does that.
Yeah, there's no check. There's no check.
No, there's no check because there's not enough taxes to pay the people to check.
Bingo. Yeah. So it really comes down to buyer beware.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
And that's why we have inspections. And I feel like it's one of the reasons why even during COVID, whenever all these other states were like, oh, our buyers aren't doing inspections, blah, 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 we never did that. Never. In Oklahoma, you bought a house, you're doing an inspection. You may say that you're not going to ask for anything, but you're doing an inspection and you can get out of that contract.
Yeah. And most important, my worst home inspection still to this date was on a new construction home.
Yep.
So FYI on that.
I was actually talking. So I was talking to this property
manager. And I've been in this business for almost 10 years now.
Yeah. Yeah. I talked to this property manager today and we had such a great conversation. And I think I scared her, but it's fine. She was like telling me about these. She has 5 new builds that she manages. They're rentals in Shawnee. Okay. New builds. They are 5 years old. There's 5 of them. Every single one of them needs a new HVAC unit. And they're 5 years old. Ours are supposed to last like 15 plus years.
Interesting.
Yes. So, just because it's new doesn't mean it's better.
The other thing I've noticed here too, and this is really just kind of getting into the toolies of all of this, but new builds, if you don't let the ground settle appropriately before you put the slab on, because we build a lot on slab here, a lot.
That's like all we build on.
And we have clay, and they may not remove the clay, so you'll end up with, you'll have a home that's less than 10 years old with foundation issues.
Oh yeah,
so it's
easily. Yeah.
And unfortunately, there's no real way to inspect that other than just visually around the perimeter of the house once the home is built. So unless you know how we don't have any real requirements for what constitutes an Oklahoman foundation. I come from Alaska originally, so we always had to build to earthquake codes. So if you built a structure, you needed to have it built to a code for earthquakes. In Florida, you had to build to a code for your hurricanes. But here we have a lot of clay, a lot of clay, which cracks in the drought. And it cracks, swells when it's full of rain. So it's, anyway, so we end up with a lot of foundation issues, and there's just, that's a difficult one. But
it is. And it's so normal for me to send out a foundation person. Like, I don't blink an eye ever. I'm like, that makes sense. I don't care how old the house is.
Yep. Exactly.
So,
exactly.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry, I kind of went off on a little bit of a tangent on that. So
all good.
Though. So if you're getting a lower property tax rate, just know that comes with big asterisk.
It does.
Yes.
People notice it first in the roads, and it's what I bring up. My first question for people who want to move here and they're looking for something with land, and especially if they're buying under $350,000, I say, how comfortable are you with the dirt road? Because you're gonna have one.
Yeah.
And they're like, what? Like,
absolutely.
100%.
And you also have to be a little bit careful that you're not on a private road too.
Oh yes, we love private roads.
Whose responsibility is it to maintain those private roads? Oh, the people that live on the road.
For sure. That's for sure. Okay, my next number that we have to talk about is 163,000. And that number is the number of new Oklahoma residents since 2020.
I kind of thought this would be a little higher.
I thought it would be too, honestly.
Then you hit Ardmore.
We'll talk about the ruralness after that. I know. Then you get Ardmore and you're like, well, So the numbers that I have here are talking through, let's see, 107,000 domestic moves, 52,000 international moves. I think it's probably low, and it's hard to get exact, but what I always tell people is this: like, before COVID, Oklahoma City was the 27th largest city in the states in the US, and now it's the 20th.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, that is a large jump.
Yeah, that's a big jump.
It's a big jump. And it's on, and I think there's a lot of reasons for this happening. And like, even whenever I moved to Norman in 2007, like, it was fine. Oklahoma City, but it wasn't Norman. Norman was way better. And in a lot of ways it still is, guys. But but now, like, this is one of my things, and me and my parents talk about this constantly. We really like to eat. We are foodies, and I wanted to go to this certain restaurant on my birthday, and I was we were going to go on a Sunday night, and I ended up having to go on a Wednesday night, and I had to make the reservation a month in advance just to get in on a Wednesday night.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Holy crap. Okay.
I know. In Oklahoma City.
Who knew? That's
what
wild.
is that? I know. And Tulsa's the same way right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't eat that bougie. Well, I was gonna say I don't eat that bougie.
I mean, I don't eat that bougie all the time, but it was my birthday.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That's freaking crazy.
I know.
Huh.
So that's not like obviously it's not like a hard number, but I know that if I wanted to go to like Le Parisien, I would need to plan out 3 to 4 weeks in advance.
Well, and what I've noticed going up to the metro also is just that I'm seeing a lot more international type dining locations. Oh, yeah. So that's really changed quite a bit in the last 5 years or so. I don't know. Mm-hmm. So that definitely, and to me, it holds strong with the migrants coming and starting up shop. So yeah.
And I think there's so many other, like with our new builds, a lot of out-of-staters, they come here because they want a new build. Mm. That is a really common. There and I get it, and they still come with all those issues that me and Stacy just talked about.
Yeah.
But
they're easier to get into, and I think it's a little more clear knowing what exactly you're getting. And I think too that it's nice to know that you're getting mechanicals that aren't that old.
That
sounds super alarming about your HVAC systems, though. What the heck is happening with that? That doesn't even make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense to me at all.
Like
is it the HVAC system isn't the installer? Like, what is going on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So one thing I wanted to note too, and I've talked about this before in some other videos, Stacy and I both have other YouTube channels as well. And I am going to connect those in the description for you guys. So that way, if you want to watch, because this channel that I have here, this is technically my channel. And it's all live streams. So it's a show, basically. The Marcy Show. Sometimes I wish I had a partner on it, so maybe Stacy. Because I'm just sometimes it's hard to just talk, just me, for an hour whenever I'm on by myself. Like it's a lot.
I'm in.
Yeah. But the brain drain. That's what I was. So the brain drain has stopped. So I first learned this term in college. About some different countries that had like people leaving. People leaving cities, leaving countries because there wasn't enough opportunity. And so we had this problem here in Oklahoma that people would leave. And a few years ago, I saw Mayor Holt. Mayor Holt is the mayor of Oklahoma City. I respect him immensely. I think he does a really good job leading the city. I mean, bringing even, the canoe slaloms, the championships, the Olympics, like these are all really big deals. But people hit their goal, the mayors, because they all kind of work on this together. Their goal for Oklahoma City, which eventually leads out to the rest of the state, was to stop. They didn't want their kids to have to move to Dallas to make money.
Right.
And I don't want to move to Dallas because I hate it.
Who wants to move to? I freaking
hate Dallas.
Don't even get me
started. But everyone was having to move to Dallas just to make money.
Yes.
So now people they may not be able to live in their small town and make money, but they can come to Norman or Edmond or Oklahoma City or Ardmore and actually have a career and opportunity where before you didn't have that here.
So this is an interesting lead-in because this is kind of crazy that you say this because I'm literally in Texas right now because my husband is working on a data center for Google.
Oh, fun.
Yes, indeed. Fancy that. But the only reason why I bring it up is that the opportunities are always, if you don't take them, and I'm leading into something else with this, but if the state that you're in overlooks these opportunities, These places are just going to find the opportunity someplace else.
Yeah.
And I've never understood the philosophy of just cutting off your nose to spite your face, because you're not going to stop the tide of these things coming. They're coming whether any of us want them or not. So the big question comes if you're going to benefit from the economic impact of it being there or not. And I know data centers, there's a whole hullabaloo about what,
Yes.
you know, the environmental impacts of it. I think a lot of it's just a lot of misinformation. However, big news just hit for the state of Oklahoma that we are one of 5 state finalists for nuclear. So I grew up with Chernobyl. I remember Fukushima. I
go watch Chernobyl on HBO if you haven't, because it's so good.
Yes.
But different.
Yes.
Different.
Yes. The economic impact that this could have for the state of Oklahoma is huge.
Yes.
And it really goes back to that, what'd you call it, a brain drain?
Brain drain, yeah.
Yeah. It's, I mean, the quality, the skill level of the people that have to be in place to make something like this work is just, I mean, it would be such a boon for us.
Incredible.
Such an opportunity for the real estate market too, because it's going to push our prices.
How exciting. Me and my dad talk all the time about how the first big boon for Oklahoma was air conditioners, because otherwise we couldn't live here. It's so bad. It's so hot.
Yeah. I probably should bring this up, but do you watch The Fat Electrician?
No, what is that?
Or Fat Files? I don't know. He's another YouTuber, but he just talked about, he did this major rant about air conditioners and how, you know, because we had the World Cup and stuff, so he was just really talking about how air conditioning is just, it was a life-changing thing for America.
Yeah. It's life-changing. Because how could we deal with this crap if we didn't have it?
And we're happier.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Okay.
So we had a question, and I wanted to get to this question before we moved on to the dying county.
Okay.
Since there aren't strict building codes, how difficult is it to find a good builder? So the builders, to me, are weeded out quite quickly. Is that your Stacy she's like, no.
We can, this is a good segue for Carter County anyways.
Good.
So, because Carter County, you were going to talk, 206 was your next number.
206 is my next number for Carter County. The population loss.
Correct. But what I would say, it was really a bit of an epiphany to me getting into real estate in the rural markets. The reason you see so many mobile homes in rural areas is because you can't find a good builder.
Ooh.
Yes. So it really pushes up the market more for mobile homes if you have somebody that's needing to put something in. So
I never really thought about that.
Yep.
Dang.
That's what pushes it. And I will 1,000 times say this. So if anybody's familiar with the Dallas Metro, I call it a 30-day home. I swear to goodness, you are driving through the Dallas Metro and they are throwing up houses in literally 30 days. It's wild. And I don't know how you can have any kind of good oversight putting a home up that quickly. So what I would say about mobile homes and where we are with the mobile home industry today is they do have strict building codes now. It's not like a tin can they used to build, a few decades ago. And frankly, in some of these areas, I stepped into one that was I want to say it was a 2021 build. And I would never, if you just put me inside the mobile home and let me walk around, I would not have known I was in a mobile home until I saw the outside.
The outside, yeah.
They have really come such a long way.
Oh, yeah.
I know a lot of you scorn them, but that's the rural area.
I think it's the tornado thing too.
Yeah, I mean, people just think it's going to be lifted up miraculously.
I mean, it can be, but usually it's not that bad.
I've seen what a tornado can do to a house, though, too, and it's a stick structure. It's just going to tear it up anyway. A tree's going to go through anything. It doesn't really matter.
Definitely, especially when it's being used as a missile.
Exactly. Not to freak any of y'all out, but yeah.
No, we're fine with tornadoes. I think I freak people out with how chill I can be about them. It's fun.
It took me, I had to be out here for over 5 years before, but now it's like, oh, okay. Now I'm looking out the window going, what's going on out there? Where is it at?
And I think with the tornadoes, that people just don't realize our technology with the meteorology systems is just so advanced. That's part of why we don't get freaked out. Because
Well,
we have so much.
Yeah. I
awareness.
finally saw damage from it too. And I didn't,
Yeah.
The damage from a tornado is so extremely isolated.
Yes.
I mean, you will literally have one house leveled and then 2 houses over has 0 damage.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy.
It's wild.
Yeah. So
yep.
It's just the luck of the draw a little bit, unfortunately.
I know.
But yeah, so good builders. I would imagine up in Metro, like Marcy said, they get weeded out pretty quick. But if you're in a rural area,
the small ones.
What?
The small ones get weeded out very quick.
There you go.
Not the big ones.
Yeah.
They can do whatever.
In the smaller towns, you just we don't have the large, like the Leonard. I don't know. Who do you recommend? Who are some of your favorites?
I mean, for a more affordable home, I prefer Ideal Homes. I live in one, so that's why I prefer them. And I mean,
you have a good build too. I like it. It's
nice and I think, and my inspectors always tell me that they prefer it over other builders for the price that it is. Like my house was less than $300,000 in 2020. So I'm not in a mansion. Sorry guys. Like I don't do that because I don't want to clean it.
Yeah. It's a nice area, nice neighborhood, good appreciation.
It's super nice. And then there's a lot of more custom builders that I really like.
Yeah. Same.
For sure.
That's if you're dealing in my area, if you're looking at a build, unfortunately you're not getting the good quality unless you're into about the $400,000-$500,000 range. So trying to find a quality build below that, new build is very difficult. But I did run into UBH Homes. Do you know who that is? I know they have an office in the city. Okay. Oh, well, anyway. I went into one of their homes in Sulphur, which is a small town. It's only 5,000 people.
I was just there the other day.
There, and it was a decent little home. So I was surprised that one of the larger builders or one of those contractors would do one down here. But it was good. It was a solid little house.
Okay.
So
interesting.
Yeah, really, I guess my bigger takeaway is just maybe call the metro area to see if somebody would service down where we are.
Yeah. So. And get in those freaking little barndo groups in Facebook.
Yeah.
Just, they're a mess. And these people, it's hysterical. But barn dominiums is what I'm talking about. But there's a lot of little builders in there. And if you have to suss these people out, you got to ask good questions.
Yeah.
You got to get in there, get up in their business. Yeah. But those are the tiny builders, and they don't have websites.
Yep.
Yeah.
What I say is if you can't do it yourself, you have no business to do it in the first place. Yeah. And which is a terrible thing to say, but that's the reality for rural Oklahoma. Yeah. If you can't oversee it, don't expect a superintendent. My parents built a house. There isn't even a blueprint for it.
No, there's no blueprints. What?
No blueprint.
People ask me for blueprints. I'm like, what are you talking about? Nope. There's not a blueprint.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yep.
Why would there be a blueprint?
My parents' house, they don't even know what the hell it is. They're like, what's this pipe to? Yeah.
It was a good idea at the time.
Yeah.
Oh man. Anything you want to add, Stacy, about Ardmore's population situation?
Well, I mean, so we did have a tire manufacturing plant.
Yeah.
Michelin was in Ardmore. They finally pulled out, but it was, so again, we have a population of 28,000 and them pulling out was about 1,400 jobs impacted. We also had a Dollar Tree distribution center that closed down, but now it's being rebuilt. So
they're rebuilding it?
Now it's going back in again, bigger and better. But I still haven't heard any plans about the Michelin plant. But I don't know. There's Ardmore just doesn't. We don't have a lot of booming business at present. So we do have casinos. We have a tourism draw, but it's as far as like true. That's why I'm kind of excited about the nuclear, even though I know it's not in our area. But it's. I mean, when we can get a buzz around the state with those kinds of things, it's just, I feel like, a rising tide lifts all boats. So
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I mean, because you even see that with Texas, right? Like Texas
Mhm.
is insane, and you see it bolstering up the economy in Oklahoma.
Yeah. And which is why our land prices have been pushed so much. So
don't live in Texas, guys. It's not smart.
You
don't
can
do
live
that.
a lot cheaper in Oklahoma. And I think it's better. That's just
I
my
do too.
sense. I
do like so. I like some of the hill country in Texas more. But
well, yeah. I mean, it's the hill country. It's beautiful.
I know, it's so pretty.
And they have distilleries there. They have a lot of bourbon distilleries there.
Yes. I do like that too.
That limestone makes good water. But
all right. Well, this is good. I think we had a great conversation about some really interesting numbers for Oklahoma. Hopefully it put some things into perspective for you guys in our audience. Both of our information is going to be in the description. And again, if you want to listen to our show, my show, whose ever show this is, instead of watching, well, you'll have the podcast link. So go there and leave me a 5-star review, because I need more of those, it looks like, to like get people to watch. So yeah, do that.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Thanks, guys. We will see you next time.